Nice.
Looks like we're back, ladies and gentlemen. If you would please, if you're on right now, go and try to share the link in our Facebook page. And try and do the same.
Hornets tried some razzle-dazzle. Panthers defense was all over it. 2nd down and 13. High snap is going to be corralled. As Kubeska is going to fight his way forward for a pickup of 3. Brings up 3rd down. Third down and long here for the Hornets, backed up in their own territory at the 19. Hendricks will come out of the gun. They'll shoot 3 wide to the far side. Hornets moving right to left. Fakes the handoff. Blitz coming is going to be disrupted. Ball will fall to the turf, and that will be 4th down for the Hornets.
The Anahuac defense doing really good there. A quick 3 and out. Again, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get everything situated. I hope the stream's coming through clear now. Go and share it on our Facebook page.
Hornets punter Riley Kubeska. Low snap, will get it. Nice punt is going to be fair caught at the 49-yard line of the Hornets. They're going to give them the 48. So 2nd drive of the ball game for the Panthers will be in Hornet territory. First drive of the ball game, 7 plays, 2:46 off the clock. They drove 70 yards as Landon Corbett took a pitch right for 6 yards. Thomas Delo added the 2-point conversion that made the score 8-0 on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard. First down and 10. As Barrier will come out of the gun. Directly behind him, Camden Wilson for the first time. Looking left, throwing left, has Bailey, bobbled and incomplete. Bailey tried to make a play on it.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new link up on YouTube, and it's just been posted to our Facebook page. If you could go over to our Facebook page and please share that link, we very much would appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's patience here.
2nd down and 10. Barrier fakes the pass, and it's going to be taken down. As getting into the backfield for the Hornets, Cody Mendenhall. I want to apologize to the Hornet fans tuning in tonight, as I was corrected. Jake Smith, the head coach for the Hornets. Randy Snell, the athletic director for the Hornets, so I do apologize about that. Loss of 3 on the sack. Brings up 3rd down and 13. Under center's Barrier. And the Panthers are going to call their 2nd timeout of the first quarter. We're going to keep it here. Want to thank Texan Lawn Care.
Tarrant Lawn Care.
I'm sorry, Tarrant.
Right.
It's dark in here.
Yeah, it is dark in here.
Tarrant Lawn Care in Anahuac. For all your lawn care needs, you can call 409-599-0223. We appreciate Tarrant Lawn Care for their sponsorship of tonight's first quarter. and the sponsorship of Anahuac Sports Live. Also want to thank the Oak Island Double Bayou VFB 50th Annual Turkey Shoot sponsoring the scoreboard tonight. That turkey shoot's going to be October 15th from 11 to 4 at the Double Bayou Community Building. 409-277-3345 for information there as the Panthers come back onto the field. 3rd down and 13. Back at their own 49. Barrier will be out of the gun. 4 wide. Barrier sets back, under pressure, unloads, and it's going to be
too much on it.
A little too high. And so from right before midfield, it does look like the Panthers will bring on the punting unit.
And that was Braden Edmonds working out of the slot for the Panthers, just a little bit too high. And they'll bring on the punt unit like Alex just said for the first time tonight. Delo doing a much better job back there kicking the football. And we didn't talk about special teams improving, but the special teams for the Panthers is something that they have definitely needed to be working on, and they've gotten better. Coverage-wise, though, on both punt and kickoff teams.
Ice coming onto the field, 5 seconds on the play clock. 1 second. High snap. Delo is going to try to get on it. He cannot. It's going to be picked up by the Hornets, and they're going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Hardin. Picking it up for the Hornets. Lauer Randolph. As Delo couldn't get a handle on it. And just like that, the Hornets are within 2.
Well, I mean, the Panther putt team was having some confusion getting a man onto the field, which was putting them in a hurry up to try and beat the play clock. And as a result, high snap, and Hardin takes every bit of that into pay dirt.
Kuzbeka coming onto the field to attempt the point after. Snap is low, kick is up, and the kick is no good. So with 6:22 remaining here in the first quarter, the Hornets have struck back, but the Panthers still lead it 8-6. We'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
I want to remind everybody of our giveaway. Be sure to go over our Facebook page and share the YouTube link. The new one that we just posted would be great if you just liked and shared that. Be entered to win one of 4 AP Rally Towels. And those that have won so far, we appreciate everybody's support. And we'll get with everybody next week on how you can get your rally towel.
Riley Kubeska has it teed up at the Hornet 40, as they are coming off a special teams touchdown. He's going to shoot the kick straight out of bounds, so the Panthers will be able to set up with good field position for their 3rd possession of the ball game. See where they mark it. And actually on the penalty will be accepted, and head coach Greg Neese is going to make him re-kick it. So the Hornet special teams will have to come back onto the field. We'll have to count the penalty off. So re-kicking from the Hornet 35. Becca has it teed up. 6:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Panthers still lead it 8-6 on the Turkey Shoot scoreboard. Gets under it. This is going to fall down to the 30. Across the 35, has a blocker across the 35, 40. Into Hornet territory, across the 40. Almost makes a man miss. He had one man to beat, but getting knocked out of bounds at the 28. Great decision by head coach Greg Neese to have him re-kick it. And on the return, Jason Nelson. So getting down to the 27 of the Hornets. Great field position here for the Panthers, as Barrier will come out under center. He'll shift Cunningham and Coates to the far side. Fakes the handoff, rolling right, looking downfield, looking for his man Coates, did not have him. There's going to be a flag from the back judge. He was all the way out of the end zone, and we're going to have pass interference on the Hornets. That'll be the Hornets' first penalty of the ball game, and we'll give the Panthers a first down. It did look like Quandre came to a stop rather quickly. So move it inside the Hornet red zone. They place the ball at the 15, first down and 10. 6:06 remaining here in the first quarter, and the Panthers looking to strike once again. Two backs behind Barrier, Wilson and DeLo. Wilson shifts over. Barrier pitch left. DeLo cuts back through the center, is going to pick up, looks like, give him 9. Will bring up second down and 1 at the Hornet 6, as the Panthers will move quickly to the line.
No, go ahead.
Barrier under center. Pitch right to DeLo this time. He's looking to punch it into the end zone and does from 6 yards out. Touchdown Panthers. So just like that, the Panthers extend the lead 14-6 after the special teams touchdown from the Hornets.
Well, the Illinois Panthers did a great job of answering right back there, and a great few runs there by DeLo to get into the end zone. I know that the DeLo's really like to see that, and I know that they're watching right now. Swinging
gate formation for the Panthers will get set for the point after. Fernando Cabrera set back to add on the point after. Snap back, hold good, kick up, kick is good. So with 5:37 remaining here in the first quarter, the Panthers have answered back. Your new score, 15-6, back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise. Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live. Trent Hart, Alex Outram, and Terry Fortenberry here in Hardin, Texas. The Anahuac Panthers have just pushed further ahead of the Hornets, 15-6. We appreciate everybody's patience as we got going back here. We had to restart the stream, and I know that is never a good thing, especially for those that were all watching, but we thank everyone for coming back.
Cabrera has it teed up at the Panther 40. He'll get under it. End over end kick is going to fall to the 15. Across the 20, trying to stretch the field, meets a couple of Panther defenders. He's going to get to the 27, and that should be where the Hornets set up shop for their second possession here of the first quarter. They're going to give them the 28. 3 plays, 45 seconds is all it took as the Panthers drove 27 yards. Thomas DeLeo, 6-yard run. A Cabrera point after makes it 15-6 on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard.
You just said that, how short that last drive was for the Panthers. I mean, I looked up and I was like, dang, we're still in the first quarter.
Hendricks rolling right, looking downfield, is going to overthrow his receiver, intended for Anthony Walters. Good coverage there from the Panthers, as Hendricks has not had much time. He has been under pressure in the few plays that the Hornets have had. Stops the clock on the incompletion with 5:23 remaining in the first quarter. Start to get some scoring updates from around the area. We'll get you updates from 10-3A, the Golden Triangle, and the Houston area, as illegal motion might be the call on the Hornets. Pass is complete at the 35. He'll get tackled from behind and pushed forward to the 39. We'll see what the call is. It did look like illegal motion, though, on the Hornets.
Bryson Campbell making a great hit there in the middle to stop that from getting any more, but we'll see what the laundry's about.
Looked like the receiver on the near side for the Hornets moved early, and he did. So no harm, no foul on the play. The Hornets will be pushed 5 yards back. That'll bring up second down and 15.
It seems like that the Panthers, when they get in the backfield and make the Hornet quarterback scramble a little bit, that's when things get kind of sketchy. And he has to just throw it up, which is dangerous for any quarterback.
We've seen quite a few quarterbacks do that against this Panther secondary, and it has turned out pretty golden for the Panthers so far this year, especially for Brooks Henneke. So Hendricks will come out of the gun. They'll go 4 wide, 2 to each side. Direct snap to the running back is going to go nowhere, as getting into the backfield and breaking that play up, Presley Mouton, the senior. So maybe a pickup of 1 on the play. That went to Ibarra.
Lindsay, if you're listening to me,
give him a pickup of 1, 3rd down and 14.
I'll send it to you in an email.
Hendricks out of the gun from the far hash, moves back, throws it up.
Picked
it's going to be intercepted across the 30, down to the 25.
Talon Cunningham.
And just what we were talking about, quarterbacks lofting the ball up. Pressure made Hendricks throw it up quick, and just like that, turnover Hardin. And the Panthers set up with great. Third possession that has began. All the possessions have ended in Hornet territory. Barrier sets back, looking downfield, under pressure. He's going to take off and try to run in the grasp.
Blew that did a little quickly, but
in the grasp of Emmanuel Valencia, the senior, is going to make Barrier lose. Looks like about 4 yards. Will bring up second down and 14. Second sack of the evening for the Hornet defense. As running right, Camden Wilson trying to get into the red zone, does, down to about the 4. Pick up a 20 for Wilson, move the chains, first down and goal. Very quickly from the 4, Barrier under center, lofts it up, going for Bailey, and it's going to be knocked away. as Anthony Walters was on the coverage there for the Hornets. Second down and goal.
Well, we've seen that fade corner pass, I don't know how many times so far this year. Just a little too much on it, but Bailey got a couple of hands on it. Well covered there by the Hornets secondary.
Second down and goal from the Hornet 3. Panthers looking to score for their second straight time. Pitch left, Wilson trying to leap into the end zone. As he does a flip, he picks up 2 yards on the flip. Will get down to the 1, third down and goal.
Dangerous jump there.
Hollywood.
Sneak and into the end zone, touchdown.
Just like that, as the Panthers hurry to the line.
Yeah, it was Brady on the
Barrier,
quarterback keeper.
as Barrier gets it into the end zone from a yard out. Swinging gate formation. Cabrera is out there, so we can probably expect the point after. Nope. Cabrera's going to split out wide. Barrier's going to come under center. Pitch right. De La O into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the Panthers have struck again. They extend their lead 23-6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Hornet Stadium in Hardin, Texas, as Cabrera is going to get under it. And the ball's going to take some bounces, and this will go out of bounds.
It'll be interesting to see if he makes the Panthers kick off again like Neese did earlier.
It did work out for head coach Greg Neese. Trying to see the far sideline. It does look like he's going to bring his offense out onto the field.
Well, it's not horrible field position at the 30.
5 plays, drove 25 yards, took a $1.07 off the clock as Brady Barrier snuck it into the end zone from 1 yard out. The 2-point conversion was added by Dalo, extended the score 23-6 on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard. So from the 31, the Hornets will bring their offense back onto the field. They've gone 3 and out and thrown an interception. Hendricks is out of the gun. Is going to hand it off left side. It's Ibarra. Ibarra across the 30, fighting his way forward to about the 36. They're going to give him the 37. So that's going to be a pickup of 6. Brings up second down and 4. Two carries, 7 yards for Ibarra. Hornets moving right to left as you look at your screen. It's going to be Hendricks out of the gun, 2 to the far side, and the Hornets are going to have to call their first timeout of the first half. We'll take it with them as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at TrinityBayRVLodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry. Hendricks coming out of the gun after the Hornet timeout. 2nd down and 4. Offset to each side, 2 receivers to the far side. Quick throw right is going to get enough for the 1st down and out of bounds. Ticky-tack call on the sideline, but he's got to restrain himself. Pass went to Anthony Walters, his first reception of the ballgame.
Well, the flag was for a late hit, and he just kind of shoulder checked him as he was going out of bounds. And you're right, he's got to watch that kind of thing.
Pick up a 10, move the change for the first down of the ball game for the Hornets. Penalty will move the Hornets into Panther territory at the 40.
The first time offensively, I believe they've been in Anahuac territory tonight.
Do have some scoring updates from around the area. Orangefield is on top of Una, 13-0. Kirbyville on top of East Chambers, 16-8. Out of the gun, Hendricks, he's going to keep it right side. And that looks like it was a direct snap to Kuzbeska.
Right.
So Kuzbeska is going to pick up, looks like 1, brings up 2nd down and 9.
Well, I think it was your father-in-law, Alex, that picked Kirbyville this week to upset East Chambers, and that's not a bad pick.
He did. He called it his upset special. So Kubezga now in at quarterback, offset to his left by Ibarra, sets back, delivers, connects at the 35. That's as far as he'll get. That'll be a pass and catch of 5 from Kubezga to Walters. So I also have to give that last pass to him. All right, so 3rd down. And it doesn't look like they want to bother with the chains over here, so 3rd down and 5.
I was looking at the same thing. I thought it was 3rd and 6, but the side judge down here looks like it's about 6 yards to go.
Bezga sets back, throws, open again is Walters at the 30. It'll be another pickup of 5, but that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st down Hornets.
Well, we've seen multiple passes to the far side down there and outside the numbers, and it's worked to their advantage so far this drive.
So Kubezga has got positive yardage of the 2 Hornet quarterbacks, and that's going to tick off the rest of the time in the 1st quarter. As we will move to the 2nd quarter of play, it's the Panthers leading the Hornets 23-6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drug Store has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drug Store offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drug Store, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
as we begin the second quarter of play here from Hornet Stadium. It is Kendricks coming back out under as a quarterback, rolling left, looking downfield. Pass is going to be knocked away. Pressure
was by Robert Bailey. And then deflected by Brooks Henneke over there. Great coverage by Henneke.
So important how much that front is able to get pressure. Makes it so much easier on the secondary when you have balls that you can get to knock away. So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion from Hendricks. He's going to be offset to his right by Ibarra. Hornets now moving left to right. This direct snap to Ibarra is going to go across the 25, across the 20. He's going to turn on the afterburners. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 5. We'll see where they mark it. They give him the 26, so pick up a 24. Move the change. 1st down once more for the Hornets as they have 4 first downs on this drive.
I'll tell you what, Ibarra just turned on the Jets. He's got great speed to get there to the outside. They were lucky to catch him.
So from the Panthers 6. Hornets first time on offense this deep in Panther territory. 3 wide to the near side. He's going to send a man in motion. That'll make trips to the near side. Lone running back to the left is Ibarra, and it's going to be intercepted. Cunningham once more. He's got open territory. He's got one man to beat.
Ibarra's
down the sideline he goes. 30, 20, 10. He's got a blocker. A 100 yards out, takes it to the house. Right there, we have laundry on the field.
We'll turn down this a little bit. You're going to get disconnected. I'm thinking that's that noise. Let's see if that works.
So we'll see what the call is. As it stands right now, Cunningham has a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown.
There's probably a block in the back, if I was just guessing. Usually that's what happens on a pick 6 like that.
Referees are talking about it at the moment. We'll go to our rules analyst, Ray Parkinson. Ray, what did you see?
Flags dropped back at the 43.
We are getting the call. Holding against the Panthers is the call. So the turnover will still stand. But that does take away Cunningham's touchdown.
But it is Cunningham's 2nd interception of the football game.
Boy, this Panther secondary really enjoying getting multiple interceptions from individual players.
Definitely that.
So they're going to mark it off back to the Hardin 40. Nonetheless, the Panthers stop the Hornets deep in their own territory.
Well, it couldn't have came at a better time. I mean, the Hardin Hornets were knocking on the door, and he just lofted it up, and it fell right into Cunningham's hands.
Back-to-back drives, the Hornets in an interception. Barrier out of the gun. Behind him's Wilson. Fakes to throw, rolling right, looking downfield, under pressure, reverses course. Has a line of blockers. He's got plenty of room. Across the 40 and will be taken down at the 45. And we're going to have some flags on the block.
What? Sorry, but I mean he dove. I'm sure they're going to call it what, cut block?
That cut block or below the waist? Cut block on Cooper.
Man.
much to the chagrin of the Panthers sideline. That is going to take away the positive yardage. And that's going to set them back to 15-yard penalty, but 11 from where they marked it. So first down and 21 now for the Panthers at the Hornet 29-yard line. Third penalty of the ball game for the Panthers.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brady Barrier reversing his field like he did was great athleticism, and to get out here in the open, and it's just unfortunate for the penalty.
So Barrier out of the gun. Wilson still behind him. High snap, under pressure, tries to get the ball to Wilson. Wilson now having to try to make something out of nothing, and does. Across the 30, cuts back 35-40, across the 45 to the 47. Unbelievable, as there was about 5 Hornets that had surrounded him, and he was able to get out of it. Second down and 3 as Barrier will hurry to the line. Pitch right. De La O into Hornet territory. Fighting his way forward, picks up the first down on a pickup of 4.
I'm going to go to the replay here.
Handoff, Wilson straight up Broadway across the 40, across the 35, running over defenders. They're going to give him the 33. Pick up a 16, move the chains once more.
I apologize, I was trying to go to the Trinity Bay RV Park replay.
Pitch right, Wilson across the 30, 25-20, down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 10.
Well, the sophomore getting plenty of playing time as we haven't seen Corbett back into the game.
And we have a flag on the sideline. Going to have to see what it is. As it stands, a 23-yard rush by Camden Wilson.
And the way that the Panthers are walking, looks like that it's going against them.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers. 4th penalty of the ball game for the Panthers. So
we talked about penalties in the pregame and how many they got in the first half last week. They've definitely got their fair share in the first half this week.
Still a pickup of 23. 78 yards on 5 carries for Camden Wilson. First down and 10 from the Hornet 25. 2 receivers to the near side. Pitch left, De La O looking for some room. He has it down to the 20. It's going to be a pickup of 5, second down and 5. 24 yards on 4 carries as the Panther rushing attack has made moves here. Quick toss left, Wilson at the 20. He's going to get down to about the 16.
Goes to the first down.
That's going to be a quick catch and run. Brings up 3rd down and 1. From the Hornet 16-yard line, inside the Hornet red zone. Clock at 9 minutes and counting here in the first half. Panthers move quickly to the line. Jumbo formation. Wilson the lone setback. Pitch right is going to be patient and make his way and get the first down. He'll pick up 2 and move the chains. 80 yards on 6 carries.
Official timeout being called on the field.
So from the Hornet 14, first down and 10.
As Garrett Dye's checking into the football game. Hadn't seen much from Dye on the offensive side so far this season. I got a feeling that's about to change.
Camden Wilson getting a breather on the sideline. He's done a lot of the heavy lifting on this drive. 8:30 and counting here in the first half. Wilson will come under center. Barrier will come under center. 2 wide. Fakes the handoff, rolling right under pressure, and is going to have to get rid of that one. In on the pressure for the Hornets was Kabezka, as he read the play the whole way.
They definitely read it very, very well. And I've been very surprised and impressed by the Hardin defense so far. They've gotten really good penetration up front to get to Barrier more times than not. And this is the most pressure I think Barrier has seen all season.
Absolutely, he's not been comfortable back there. 2nd down and 10 from the 14. Rolling left, under pressure once more, picks up a huge block. Looking downfield, throws into the end zone, touchdown. Quandre Coates from 14 yards out. He looked calm and collected there.
He definitely did, and as you can tell from the screen, the Panther fans on their feet, and definitely enjoyed that play.
Barrier extending the play with his legs, picked up a huge block. Cabrera on to add on the point after is through and true. So with 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half, the Panthers have struck again. Your new score, 30-6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You can donate to Anahuac Sports Live on any of the 3 apps shown on your screen: Venmo, CashApp, or PayPal. At Anahuac Sports Live on Venmo, $ Anahuac Sports Live on CashApp, or you can scan the PayPal QR code. We really appreciate everybody's donations and your support. You can get it live on air tonight with your message if you donate between now and the end of the football game. And again, we appreciate everybody's support and keeping Anahuac Sports Live a free broadcast to the public.
Cabrera has it teed up at the Panther 40. Getting set to kick it away after the latest Panther score. Kickoff is going to fall out of bounds once more. And we've got some extracurricular on the field.
And we're going to probably have, I don't know if it'll be offsetting or not. It depends on
I don't think it's going to be offsetting.
who the culprits were. I wasn't watching it.
More than likely, that's going to cost the Panthers another 15 yards.
I'll tell you what,
Would be the 4th 15-yard variety on the Panthers this evening.
as you go down further through the season, and especially when you get closer to the playoffs, you're your own worst enemy at that point. Giving up yards freely on needless penalties is something that the Panthers are going to have to really focus on cleaning up.
So we'll see where they spot the ball. Nonetheless, 3:18 was taken off the clock. It was a 60-yard drive, a 16-yard connection from Barrier to Coates with the Cabrera point after. Extended the lead for the Panthers 30-6 on your turkey shoot scoreboard. So it looks like they're going to mark it off from the 30. Oh. Well, he just pointed against the Hornets.
So
He just. All right, now he changed it back to the Panthers. So they'll mark it off from the 30. The Hornets will set up shop from their own 45 here with 8:10 remaining in the first half. Not much offense for the Hornets so far this evening. Panther secondary has come up pretty clutch as Cunningham has a couple of interceptions. Kabeska coming back out as quarterback for the Hornets, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Under pressure, is looking for somewhere to go, and he's not going to get there. He's going to get sacked.
Tyler Kelly.
Tyler Kelly, just like you said, in on the sack for the Panthers. We'll see where they mark it as he's going to get sacked back to the 38-yard, give him the 38-yard line. So that's going to be a loss of 7.
Shout out Misty DeHoyas for donating to Anahuac Sports Live, saying appreciate y'all. Well, we appreciate you, Misty, each and every week.
Kabeska out of the gun, sends trips to the near side. He's offset to his left by Ibarra. Sets back. Quick throw is going to be off the shoulder of his receiver and almost intercepted. Intended receiver was Carson Williams. Kabeska's first incompletion.
Seeing a little bit more blitzes out of the Panther defense now.
3rd down and long for the Hornets. Panthers trying to get the ball back quickly. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far. Kabeska sets back, delivers, is going to go in and out of the hands of the intended receiver as Landon Ponton couldn't come up with it. 4th down. Three and out for the Hornets as their possessions have gone 3 and out. Interception, 3 and out. Kabeska is trying to get away as he's going to shank a punt, as that's going to go roughly 10 yards, and the Panthers are going to set up at the Hornet 45-yard line.
Well, great job by the Anahuac Panther punt receive team.
That was Coates who delivered the pressure.
Yep.
So with 7:09 remaining, the Panthers have lived in Hornet territory as now 5 straight drives starting in Hornet territory, 5 out of 6. Barrier will come out of the gun. He's offset by De La O and Wilson. Wilson that will now shift. Barrier looking for Bailey. Bailey has it, fighting his way forward, breaks free, picks up a couple extra yards, and that is a first down. Give him 10 and move the chains.
Well, excellent second effort there by Bailey.
I've got Bailey with his first reception of the ball game and Barrier with 100 yards through the air. As Barrier will come under center with 2 backs behind him, De La O and Wilson. Rolling right, looking downfield, under pressure, throws it back to De La O. He's got it at the 30, 25, 20, fighting his way forward down to about the 18. Is there a flag?
Looking. Having some trouble looking around.
15-yard pass and catch from Barrier to De La O. First down and 10. Pitch left, De La O across the 15, across the 10. Finding his way forward down to the 8. We'll see where they mark it.
He's standing at the 10.
So they're going to give him a 10. That's a pickup of 8. Second down and 2. 32 yards on 5 carries for De La O. We'll tick under 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Barrier under center. Wilson the lone setback. Delay handoff. Straight up the gut is going to pick up the first down after a pickup of 3. Want to thank Gator Garage for sponsoring the second quarter of play. 102 Wallaceville Liberty Road in Wallaceville. 409-767-4131. Want to thank Gator Garage again for sponsoring the second quarter. Move the chains after the Wilson pickup of 2. This is going to go straight up Broadway. We'll get down to about the 5.
Like I said, it was 3rd and short. And now it's 1st and goal.
This vantage point is a little difficult. Barrier's going to sneak it for a couple yards and pick up the first down. First down and goal. Barrier under center. 2 backs, pitch left. Wilson into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, looking for the official signal.
The short?
How did he not get in?
I thought he was in as well.
Yeah, they could give an official signal. That'd be cool.
Well, maybe not, but
all right, so touchdown Panthers.
Touchdown. I was looking for the same thing.
Camden Wilson from 4 yards out. Cabrera to tack on the point after is up and good. So with 5:02 remaining here in the first half, the Panthers score again. Your new score, Panthers 37, Hornets 6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Hornet Stadium on the campus of Hardin High School, where the Panthers extend their lead 37-6. Cabrera has it teed up at the Panther 40. Let's see if he can keep this one. He's going to take a bounce. And it looks like Anahuac may have led with too many to begin. Want to thank the Outram family for tuning in. Avery and Cade and Courtney. Hope they're enjoying the game as much as we are. Waiting for the preliminary call. We believe is going to be offsides on the kicking team. So we'll see if they re-kick it or if they just add the 5 yards to so the Hornets are going to take it from their own 40-yard line. It is Kabeska in at quarterback. Directly behind him is Ibarra. Fakes the handoff. Under pressure. Gets it away. It's going to be incomplete. in on the coverage for the Panthers was Isaiah Gomez. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Stick around at the half as we'll have both of the band's UIL performances on the field. We'll get you stats as we have them and some scoring updates from around the area.
Well, we'll be looking at the backs of the bands, but we'll still be able to hear them for sure. As we are on the visitors' side broadcasting.
Kebezka out of the gun. Direct snap is going to go to Ibarra, and that didn't fool anybody, but he gets away into across midfield down to the 40. Pick up a 20, gets the Hornets into Panther territory.
I'll tell you what, Ibarra ran into a host of Panthers, and nobody was fooled like you said, but I mean, he was able to slip away from another direct snap.
Once again, the direct snap. This time the Panthers are going to get on it. Not before he picks up 2 more. 5 carries, 53 yards for Ibarra. Will bring up 2nd down and 8 from the Panther 38.
Correction, Ibarra is what I heard over the loudspeaker. We're so good at pronouncing names.
It's very good. It only took me a couple of years to learn De La.
Yeah.
We'll tick under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. 2nd down and 8. Hornets looking to slow things down. 9 seconds on the play clock. Now the gun is Kebezka. Rolling right, under pressure. Can't get rid of it. Ball's on the ground.
Picked up
by
Tripped
Quandre
up.
Coates.
Number 33, Bryson
I'm
Campbell.
sorry. I thought it was 32. 33, Bryson Campbell.
Well, he put the pressure on him, and it was 32, Quandre Coates, who scooped it up.
So Coates with the recovery. In Hornet territory, and really the only thing that stopped him was Kebezka was on the ground, and he just ended up tripping over him.
Right.
Kebezka was trying to transfer hands to get the pass away, couldn't do it, bobbled the ball, and just like that, Panther football at the Hornet 49-yard line.
Keep on looking on the sideline. If I can find number 7, I haven't yet.
Set back barrier, looking to deliver to Cunningham, has him at the 26. There's a flag on the play. So we'll see what it is.
It is a hold.
It's going to be holding against the Panthers.
It's got to be frustrating
Jonathan Cooper having one of his rougher games tonight, as that was against him.
Well, you know, Jonathan, a veteran on this offensive line, knows better. You know, so it's got to be frustrating for the Anahuac staff, seeing the penalties that they did last week, and now it's almost like history is repeating itself.
Sets back 10 yards as the Panthers will set up at the Hornet 41. 3:30 and counting here in the first half. Barriers out of the gun, offset to his right by Wilson. Sets back, under pressure, is just going to get rid of the ball as he had Wilson in the vicinity. Will bring up 2nd down and 20. You are correct, Trent. I do not see number 7 on the sideline. Pitch left is going to De La. He's going to get across the 45. He'll get to the 46, and this has to be, and that is a penalty, as De La gets taken out of bounds and dropped. So that'll be a pickup of 5. Tack on the 15 on the personal foul, and that'll be a first down. 37 yards on 6 carries. For De La.
I was trying to get rid of the inappropriate links in the chat.
Wow. So from the Hornet 42, first down and 10. .310 and counting here in the first quarter. Barrier looks right, connects with Coates, tries to make a move, is going to get gang tackled at the 35, not before he picks up 7. Second down and 3. .49 yards on 4 receptions for Quandre Coates. Braden Edmonds checking into the game for Cunningham. From the 35, second down and 3. Barrier out of the gun, sets back, looking downfield, has a man, has him at the 15. It's Edmonds. Edmonds trying to break his way forward. He's going to drag defenders down to the 12.
Well, that's 12. You know, Braden Edmonds came in last week working out of the slot, and Cullen and I were talking about him. I mean, he's turned out to be a dangerous asset right there.
28 on the pickup, right side. Camden Wilson fighting his way forward, still fighting, and is going to get down to the 1. They didn't even have the chain.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm assuming is it first and goal or second and goal? It should be first and goal.
Barrier into the end zone, touchdown on the quarterback sneak. Barrier with his second rushing touchdown of the evening, his third touchdown overall, as the Panthers extend the lead 43-6. Cabrera checking in for the point after. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 1:48 remaining in the first half, the Panthers extend their lead 44-6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back from Hornet Stadium as Cabrera gets under it. End over end kick is going to fall down to the 20. Across the 25, 30, 35 has a move, 40, 45 as the Hornets will set up shop at the 47-yard line.
Looking for that number on our sheet, and I don't see it.
49 yards. Took 1:55 off the clock. Barrier snuck it in from a yard out. Cabrera point after made it 44-6 on your turkey shoot scoreboard.
We appreciate the Oak Island Double Bayou Volunteer Fire Department for sponsoring the scoreboard. And don't forget about their turkey shoot on October 15th. And go over to their Facebook page for more information on how to enter and all the good stuff they will have at the turkey shoot.
So this is Hendricks out of the gun, is going to throw it up. He'll take some punishment. getting back there with the pressure, Tyler Kelly. 2nd down and 10. Hendricks has had absolutely no time when he's been in the game. He's got 1 completion to his team and 1 interception. The 1 completion went for negative 13 yards.
He just has not had the time to really look downfield, set his feet, and plant and go. But like I said, only 1 completion on the night.
4 wide for the Hornets. Direct snap goes to Ibarra. Ibarra is going to get into Panther territory, fighting his way forward as Ibarra has been the bright spot for this Hardin offense tonight. He's going to pick up 5, brings up 3rd down and 5. 58 yards on the ground on 6 carries for Ibarra. 3rd down and 5. We'll tick under 1:10 remaining here in the first half. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Quickly, Hendricks gets it and in and out of the hands of the receiver. I don't know what they wanted a flag for. In and out of the hands of Blaine Thornton. 4th down and 5 in Panther territory.
I mean, that was just good coverage there, and you know, right as the pass was getting to the receiver, the corners just came in on him and made a good hit.
Incompletion stops the clock with 58 seconds remaining in the first half. Hendricks out of the gun, offset to his left by Ibarra. Looking, throwing, and it's going to be knocked away, but that's going to be pass interference on Cunningham as he jumped the route just a touch early.
Yeah,
he got on the back of Carson Williams.
Yeah, just a little bit too early and to make a play on that pass was Cunningham, and you kind of knew that flag was coming. But on 4th down, you can't have that. I mean, it's awareness, it's discipline. You just got to clean those things up.
6 penalty for 80 yards against the Panthers. So 1st down and 10 for the Hornets. Hendricks sets back, delivers, has a man, is going to be off the fingertips of his intended receiver, Carson Williams. That interception stops the clock with 37 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2nd down and 10.
So again, good coverage there in the secondary by the Panthers. Yeah, I had to delete all those.
2nd down and 10 from the Panther 42. Hendricks out of the gun. Rolling right, looking downfield, has his man, intercepted. Across the 40, 45, 50, into Hornet territory, 45, 40, stiff arm, down the sideline he goes.
Javion West.
3rd interception of the first half.
You know, I made a defensive TikTok video on our TikTok channel last week, and looks like they're going to get another one here this week. By both the offensive and defensive, because it's a great showing on both sides of the football, minus the penalties.
6 possessions in the first half for the Hornets. 4 ending in turnovers, the other 2 ending in 3 and outs.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers trying to take a shot at the end zone before they go in here.
Absolutely. 25 seconds is an eternity for head coach Greg Neese. The Hornets are going to take a timeout. I just want to remind you, 2nd quarter being brought to you in part by Gator Garage, 102 Wallaceville Liberty Road. In Wallaceville, 409-767-4131. Halftime show being brought to you in part by Coastal Field Services, 3280 FM 563 in Anahuac, 832-900-9800, coastalfieldservicesllc.com. As at the half again, we'll bring you the band performances. from the other side of the field.
Be sure to go, you mentioned Gator Garage, the sponsor of our second quarter. Be sure to go and visit them not too far away from Anahuac. He took really good care of my truck over the past couple of weeks. Had some transmission trouble, Alex, but got it back today, and it's running great. Very fair, very open. So go take if you have vehicle trouble, go take it to Gator Garage.
So Panthers coming back onto the field after the Hornet timeout. 25 seconds remaining in the half. Wilson will offset barrier on his left. Rolling right, looking downfield, sets up a wide receiver screen. It's Coates across the 30, makes a move 25-20.
Still
down the sideline he goes. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Quandre Coates.
What a great play there by Quandre Coates.
From 35 yards out. No flags, right?
I don't see any. I was waiting to see if there was any on the turf. And luckily there wasn't, and I just said that the Panthers were going to take a shot at the end zone, and they just did. 13 seconds remaining in the first half.
Point after from Cabrera is up and is good. So with 13 seconds remaining in the first half, the Panthers strike again. Your new score, Panthers lead the Hornets 51-6. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
And I want to remind everybody that you can donate to the channel on Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at AnahuacSportsLive on Venmo, $ AnahuacSportsLive on Cash App, or the QR code for PayPal on your screen.
Kick is going to come down to the 20, across the 30. Trying to find some room as Carson Williams' flag is going to be down, and it looks like he's going to get to about the 35. We'll see what the laundry on the field is with 3 seconds remaining here in the first half. It was a one-play, 12-second drive for the Panthers. 35-yard wide receiver screen from barrier to Coates, as Coates does the work and gets it to the end zone. Point after from Cabrera is good. Your new score, 51-6. The Panthers leading it on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard.
Waiting to see what the flag was about. Looks like it could be picked up. Actually, it's going against Hardin. Not sure what it was for, but that will back them up.
You have to imagine the Hornets will take a knee and regroup for the second half of play.
Well, at least you should. You definitely don't want to risk an interception turn back for 6.
But they're coming out in the gun as Hendricks will have 3 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. They're on the near hash. Secondary set back pretty deep for the Panthers. But now scooting back up, getting aggressive. Inside direct snap to Ibarra is not going to go anywhere, as he'll lose a couple yards to end the first half of play. As the Panthers are laying it on the Hornets so far tonight. At the half, Anahuac leads Hardin 51-6. Stick around for the Coastal Field Services halftime show after this.
Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 and visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swanky Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
Get set. Your music is on.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back from Hornet Stadium on the campus of Hardin High School. We're at the half. The Anahuac Panthers lead the Hardin Hornets 51-6. And Trent, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame show. One of the most unheralded parts of this Anahuac team this year has been the defense, and they are coming up huge once more.
Well, they are, Alex. I mean, they've gotten in the backfield a lot, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Making him make mistakes, and you'll see that in the stats here in a little bit. But excellent coverage in the secondary, excellent penetration up front. I mean, just an all-around great effort on the Anahuac Panther defensive side.
So looking at the first half stats, first off for the Hardin Hornets as we have it, rushing, it's Kabeska with 3 rushes for -3 yards. Ibarra, the leading rusher, 7 rushes for 56 yards. Hendricks, 1 of 10 for -13 yards and 3 interceptions. Kabeska, 3 of 6 for 15 yards. Kabeska had the reception for -13 yards, and Walters caught all 3 of the passes for 15 yards. Actually, check that. That is 20 yards for Kabeska passing, 20 yards for Walters receiving, as the first one went for 10 and then 2 for 5 for 20 yards receiving. 4 turnovers in the first half for the Hornets. We talked about it a little bit. 3 drives for the Hornets in the first half, 2 3-and-outs, 3 interceptions, and a fumble recovery.
Well, and it just goes back to what we were just talking about, the defense for the Anahuac Panthers. And the Hardin Hornets offense just has not seemed to find their footing. The only touchdown that they got was on a high snap punt that Dello wasn't able to bring in. It was a scoop and score. But offensively, the Hornets just have not been able to find a rhythm. They've gotten into Panther territory a couple of times. They were knocking on the door once, only to have it picked off by Cunningham. Almost returned for a pick 6, and then of course we'll talk about penalties too. That particular pick 6 had to come back on a penalty. I'm sure that we hadn't heard the last from the Hornet offense, and we're going to see a little bit more action from them here in the second half. I want to apologize to everybody that was watching from the Hardin side, as we had to cut the band performances off a little short, which the Hardin band is on the field currently, and there was a little bit of music that I could not had to mute real quick as their drill team was performing. But apologies for that. But Alex, how about the Anahuac Panther offensive side? What do you got on stats over there?
As we have it, 3 rushes for Landon Corbett. He had 12 yards and a touchdown. For Thomas De La O, 6 rushes, 37 yards, and a touchdown himself. Camden Wilson, 9 rushes, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Brady Barrier has 5 rushes and 2 touchdowns. For him, through the air, we have him 10 for 17 for $185, 2 touchdowns on the air, so 4 total touchdowns for Brady Barrier so far this evening. Quandre Coates, his favorite receiver so far this evening, 5 receptions for 84 yards. And then he spread the wealth with 5 other receivers with 1 reception each, including Robert Bailey for 10, Talon Cunningham for 44, Camden Wilson for 4, Thomas De La O for 15, and Braden Edmonds with a catch of 28. As we have it, 6 penalties for 80 yards on the Panthers. Head coach Greg Neese talked about it on the pregame interview. One of the bugaboos that the Panthers have had, not only this year, but it's been around.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talked about it last year. We talked about it the year before that. I mean, the Panthers definitely cleaned that kind of stuff up once they got to the playoffs last year, and they're going to have to do no less than that this year if they expect to win this district and to move on to the playoffs. But you know, what did you say, 8 penalties?
8 penalties.
8 penalties for almost 100 yards is just not going to cut it. I mean, they had just about the same amount of penalties last week in St. Augustine. And yeah, you could probably sit there and say, oh, well, the referees are being a little loose with the flags. You can say that they aren't. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're going to throw what they see. The penalties are going to be marked off, and you've just got to deal. But at the same time, you've got to eliminate the foolish mistakes. And you know, on 4th down plays, and you come in early on a pass play that should have been a turnover on downs and wasn't because of a pass interference call. Those are the type of things that I'm sure Greg Neese and his coaching staff want to clean up.
One thing definitely wanting to highlight, special teams play for the Panthers, especially Fernando Cabrera's. He has done really well. He is perfect on his point after attempts so far tonight, which is 4 for 4.
Well, you can really tell that Cabrera's been working on it. I mean, the first couple of weeks, it was kind of sketchy. You and I kind of looked at each other a few times when we're like, man, this could be a long season if we don't get any field goals. But Cabrera has really stepped up in the last few weeks, and you can just tell he's putting in the extra time, and it's showing over the last couple of weeks, getting the field goals through the uprights. And you know, special teams as a whole for the Panthers has gotten better, except for, like I said earlier, the high snap. That was a scoop and score for the Hardin Hornets, but the special teams for the Panthers definitely getting better, and it's good to see.
Continuing the Coastal Field Services halftime show with some scoring updates from around the area in 10-3A. It is Orangefield on top of Buna, 21-14 midway through the 3rd quarter. From Kirbyville, East Chambers, after an early score, has jumped out to a 29-16 lead with just over 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter there. As for some of the other area, Hampshire Finette on top of Bridge City, 14-0, just starting the 3rd quarter there. It's Silsbee on top of West Orange Stark at the half, 24-21. Woodville and Diboll locked up 14-14 midway through the 4th.
Amazing score there. You know, I anticipated Woodville to run away with that one, and Diboll's definitely fighting them.
Newton was all over Warren, 53-6.
That was a pretty easy pick.
That was final there. But from around the area, Barbers Hill and LaPorte knotted up 20-20 midway through the 3rd. It's North Shore all over Beaumont United, 48-0 midway through the 3rd there. As let's see if we can get some more scoring updates here. Dayton all over Santa Fe, 44-14. It's Jasper on top of Liberty, 14-2. Port Arthur all over Baytown Sterling. That one's already final, 47-7. It is the Kingwood Park Panthers leading the Crosby Cougars, 32-22. Crockett and Shepherd. Shepherd on top of Crockett, 24-20. Tascasita all over the Kingwood Mustangs, 56-0. Summer Creek has gone final against Beaumont Westbrook as they defeat the Bruins 69-0.
Wow. Wow, some interesting scores, some scores that we thought that, you know, we knew that were going to happen, but some closer scores. I'm still kind of, you know, with my mouth open on that Woodville Diboll game. It would be an amazing moral victory for Diboll if they were able to come out and upset Woodville. You know, Woodville's been on a roll.
They've looked really good this year.
They're just on the outside of the state rankings. I think they're about round number 12. In the computer rankings, I think they're even higher than that. I know they are in the Max Preps computer rankings, but Woodville is a very good football team, and definitely keeping an eye on them moving out of district as we watch 9-3A really, really closely.
And let's see here. That Orangefield-Buna game has moved on to the fourth as it's still 21-14 there. So some scoring updates from around the area. Both teams are set to take the field. Again, we want to thank Coastal Field Services for sponsoring the halftime show this evening. (9:23) as we get set for the second half of play.
This game's dragging a little bit. Again, our apologies that we had to cut away from the Hardin Hornet Band. Wanted to make sure that we got our halftime show in. And a special thank you to Coastal Field Services for sponsoring the halftime show. We appreciate everybody coming back after all the technical difficulties earlier in the football game. As Hardin comes back onto the field for the second half, and the Anahuac Panthers are doing the same here on our side.
Trent, one of the things obviously we want to have here in the second half, a nice clean second half, get out of here unscathed, and get ready for Orangefield next week, which is going to be one of those very important 10-3A football games.
Well, it's going to be a slugfest next week, no doubt. I mean, the Orangefield Bobcats are going to come in. They know what's on the line, so do the Anahuac Panthers. You know, between them, Anahuac and East Chambers, I mean, that's who we fully expect to be in toward the end. The 4 spots kind of up for grabs. But you never know. I mean, it's Friday Night Lights. It's Texas high school football. And, you know, week to week, you know, a team can get over on anybody. So we got a lot of football left. A lot of football left tonight, considering how late it is. But definitely a lot of football left in the season to see how things shape out as we get ready for the second half.
Panthers
at Hornet Stadium.
Panthers received the opening kickoff, so they will be kicking off to the Hornets here to begin the second half. We'll see how the defense starts out to set the tone for the second half. If you're the Hardin Hornets, really you just want to get some things going your way to head into next week's matchup.
Well, that's pretty much all that you can do at this point. I've seen crazier things happen, but considering what the score is, I mean, if you're Hardin Hornets, like I said, you just want to get a few more points on the board, make it respectable, and look forward to next week and the rest of the district play.
Cabrera teeing it up for the Panthers at their own 40-yard line. Cabrera's had some good kicks. End over end kick is going to fall down to the 20 across the 30. Going to be met there and tackled down at the 36-yard line. In on the tackle, Garrett Dye for the Panthers. So they're going Bring him all the way to 38. We'll see who comes out at quarterback for the Hornets. They've gone back and forth from Hendricks and Kubezka. And it will be Kubezka.
I do believe Kubezka was their main quarterback last year, if I remember correctly.
Out of the gun, he's going to hand it up to the deep back, which is Ibarra. Ibarra's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark it, if he gets back or if he lost.
Looks like he lost 2 yards. 1.5 minutes.
Brings up 2nd down and 12 from the Hornet 36-yard line. Out of the gun, Hardin moving left to right from the near hash. Unloads and is caught across the 50, across the 45, 40. Getting down there to make the tackle, Javion West, as he tried to knock the ball loose. Nonetheless, a 36-yard.
The biggest gain for the Hornet offense tonight.
First down, 10 from the Panther 27-yard line.
56-yard receiving for Walters. Moves the chains into Panther territory from the Panther 27. Ibarra, the lone setback. He offsets Kubezka. Direct snap. Ibarra is going to be met at the line. He's going to drag a defender forward. We'll see how much they gave him. It was Caden Cruiser coming in and stopping him as soon as he got the ball. It's going to be a pickup of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7. 57 yards on 9 carries for Ibarra. Down to the Panther 24.
We see the direct snap quite a bit tonight from the Hardin Hornets. And it has worked pretty well for them, as that's been the most consistent thing that they've been able to get on the offensive side.
Lone setback behind Kubezka is Ibarra. Handoff, left side, Ibarra across the 10. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Hardin Hornets. From 24 yards out. ...81 yards on 10 carries now for Ibarra. As the Hornets get their first offensive touchdown of the ball game. Kubezka on to tack on the point after. High snap, and it is
blocked.
It was blocked.
I don't know if he missed the football and it was fumbled or what the case. Nonetheless,
they're calling it no good. So with 9:22 remaining in the third quarter, the Hornets come out in the second half and strike first. Your new score, Anahuac leading Hardin 51-12. We'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Hornet Stadium on the campus of Hardin High School. It's the Hornets who strike first in the second half. They took 2:38 off the clock, drove 62 yards. Onside kick
Not far enough.
is going to go about 3 yards before the Hornets touch it. So that'll be illegal touching on the Hornets. And the Panthers will get the ball. As we were saying, 2:38 off the clock. They drove 62 yards. It was a Josh Ibarra 24-yard touchdown. The point after was no good, but your new score is 51-12 on the Turkey Shoot scoreboard.
Definitely expect the Panthers to keep it on the ground as Edmonds is in.
From the 42. Pitch left, Wilson. Wilson is going to fight his way forward, breaks about 3 tackles as Braden Edmonds has checked into the ball game.
What a hard runner that Cam Hollywood Newton is. Or Newton. I automatically hit it, but Wilson. Cam Wilson.
After the pickup of 15, moves the chains. That's going to go straight up the gut. De La O's going to pick up 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3. I realize how much more difficult it is on this side of the field.
It is. You can't hardly see the chains or the marker.
2nd down and 3 from the 19. Edmonds, quick toss, left, caught, 15, 10. Is going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line. First completion for Edmonds.
And first reception for KJ Moore of the year. Surprising to say that.
Moore was very involved in the offense last year. Pick up a 10. Pitch right, Wilson fighting his way forward down to the 5. It's going to be a pickup of 3. 2nd down and goal. Edmonds getting the play call from head coach Greg Neese. Definitely not as much urgency on the Panthers side at this time. Trying to burn clock off. 2 setbacks are De La O and Wilson. Receiver to the far side is Bailey. Now the lone setback is Wilson. Edmonds sets back, floats it up for Bailey. Bailey is going to be incomplete, knocked away. Looked like there was early contact. No laundry on the field. Edmonds incomplete, brings up 3rd down and goal.
I don't expect that we'll see a whole lot of flags this second half, Alex. I'm sure that these
as pitch is going to go right to De La O and fighting his way into the end zone, touchdown. Boy, these guys hold their touchdown sign for literally about half a second. Head coach Greg Neese is looking for a sign. That's terrible. Anyways, the Panthers add on. As we have a rolling clock here in the second half. Cabrera on to tack on the point after. High snap, gets it down, kick is up. Kick is good. So with 6:07 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, your new score, Anahuac leads Hardin 58-12. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live. I want to remind everybody of our giveaway. You can get in on the 4 AP Rally Towels. All you got to do is go over to our Facebook page, like and share the video link. be sure to share either one of the YouTube links that we did tonight, preferably the one that was the latest link. But all you got to do is like and share for a chance to enter and win one of 4 AP Rally Towels. We're going to be giving away 300 Rally Towels on homecoming weekend, or homecoming night, as the East Chambers Buccaneers are coming to town for homecoming. Swamp Bowl is what we're going to be calling it.
Cabrera gets into it, end over end, is going to fall to the 20, across the 30, and a fantastic open field tackle by Tyler Kelly. Boy, has he stepped up.
I'm going to try and go to the replay on that one.
As you'll see here, coming down, and Tyler Kelly just flying through, making the open field tackle.
It was a great pursuit there by Kelly, and a big hit laid down. Was there a penalty on there? I didn't catch what the call was.
They're going to have offsides against Anahuac. So
wow.
Cabrera's going to re-kick it. Nonetheless, fantastic open field tackle by Tyler Kelly here.
No, it's going to go on the highlight reel.
Seventh penalty for 85 yards for the Panthers. Cabrera gets back under it. This one's going to fall a little shorter. Knee was down at the 35, so that is where the Hornets will set up shop for their next possession of the ball game.
I want to thank Anahuac Florist for sponsoring the third quarter. Give them a call, 409-267-3875, or go over to their website, AnahuacFlorist.com.
Panthers took 3:15 off the clock. They drove 42 yards, capped off by a 6-yard Thomas Delo rush and a Fernando Cabrera point after. Your new score, 58-12 on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard. 5:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Hendricks back into the game at quarterback, trips to the far side, hands it off to Kabeska. Kabeska going to be met in the backfield. Tyler Kelly in there along with Robert Bailey, and Kabeska's going to lose a couple. Second down and 12. Second down and 12. 5:05 and counting here. 8 seconds on the play clock. From the far hash. Handoff is going to be met in the backfield as Ibarra got met very quickly by Ezekiel Frere. Ibarra got back to the line of scrimmage. Still 11 carries, 81 yards for Ibarra. So third down and 12. And now the play clock has gone blank.
That's what the officials are looking for. I don't know if it's technical difficulty or a nice trick. A little breeze.
So with the play clock going off, they'll have to keep it on the field.
There it goes.
Referee showing Oh, they do have it back on now. So play clock and game clock rolling. Third down and 12. Out of the gun is Kubeska. Looking downfield, under pressure, throws it, and it's going to fall to the turf, incomplete. Under all sorts of pressure. We'll bring up fourth down and 12. As it looks like the punting unit will come on for the Hornets. Kubeska handling the punting duties for Hardin.
I was going to say, Henneke had a beeline on the ball. He just slipped on the turf. The old turf monster got him. And I predicted that he was going to come away with an interception or not, but it's been Talon Cunningham with the defensive show.
Kubeska gets it away. Cunningham back for the punt. It's going to take a pretty big Hornet roll. And what a great punt by Kubeska. He's going to pin him inside the 20, down to the 19. As this is the first time in 8 drives that the Panthers have started in their own territory.
We're definitely seeing some switching out of personnel on the Panthers side.
Well, we saw Braden Edmonds start the second half instead of Brady Barrier.
It's going to be Edmonds again, as we see some of the underclassmen getting some valuable time on the field.
See KJ Moore, Robert Bailey still out there, Quandre Coates still out there. We'll see who the running backs are. De La O.
Let's see what the other number is.
Pitch left.
I think that is Wilson.
Is going to go to Hector Sierra.
Sierra getting some time back there.
So Sierra picks up.
So you got 3 on that.
3. Brings up second down and 7. Clock rolling, whereas we'll tick under 2:15 and counting here. Edmonds under center. De La O the lone setback. Quick toss right side is going to fall incomplete. Trying to hook up with KJ Moore again. We'll bring up third down and 7. So third quarter moving right along with a rolling clock. Edmonds under center. Handoff. Bello is going to get to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 2. We'll bring up fourth down and 5. What did I say? At the 25, rather.
No call. Surely they're going to. Edmonds is staying in the game.
So it looks like the offense is staying on the field.
Interesting.
De La O and Sierra, the setbacks. Head coach Neese is going to take a timeout. Looks like they'll send the punting unit on at that point.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Had second thoughts about it, deep in their own territory.
So, thinking the way he sent them on there, they're just going to do a 30-second timeout. So we'll thank Anahuac Florist again for sponsoring the third quarter. As 409-267-3875. AnahuacFlorist.com for all your floristry needs in and around Anahuac. 33 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. As De La O is back to punt it away. Gets this one off. Nice punt by De La O. Going to take a bounce at the 40. It's going to bounce off the returner and recovered by Brady Barrier on the punting unit.
Which I'm still trying to figure out too, but it bounced right off the knee of the return man and right into the hands of Barrier.
So the Panthers pick up about 35 yards and have it first down and 10 in Hornet territory. Edmonds under center. Sierra the lone setback. Pitch left. Sierra fighting his way forward is going to get to the 41. We're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this on as the fourth quarter does expire. So we'll bring you the fourth and final quarter of play. We invite you to stick with us. Anahuac leads Hardin 58-12. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
And I want to thank everybody that has donated so far this year. If you want to get your special message live on air, all you got to do is donate to us on Venmo at AnahuacSportsLive, CashApp, $AnahuacSportsLive, or on PayPal. We appreciate everybody's support. And again, to try and keep Anahuac Sports Live free to the public on our YouTube channel so that we can bring you Friday Night Lights and all of AISD athletics.
And as we get set with the fourth quarter of play, second down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup from Hector Sierra. Camden Wilson checks back into the game with Edmonds under center. Sends Moore in motion. Moore on the end around 40. Cuts up 35, and that's as far as he'll get, but that's where he needed to get to pick up the first down, give him a pickup of 6, move the chains.
Like I said, we haven't seen much of Moore in the offense this season, so it's good to see him on the field. Normally take care of the punt receive duties.
First down and 10 for the Panthers. Pitch right. Dalo across the 30, fighting his way forward. They're going to give him the 26. That'll be a pickup of 9, second down and 1. .61 yards on 10 carries for Thomas Dalo.
He went over just over 100 yards last week. I think he had 102 yards and 1 touchdown in St. Augustine. So it seems that Delo has definitely found his footing over the last couple of weeks.
From the Hornet 27, second down and 2. Edmonds, pitch right, Wilson across the 25, spin move down to the 20, cuts it back inside, and it's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Camden Wilson from 27 yards out.
Well, I'll tell you what, Camden Wilson, what a future he has in football. I mean, his burst speed coming off the handoffs, I haven't seen anything like it in a while, especially out of a Panther team. When you talk about Landon Corbett and some of the other running backs that they have, it's just the way that he just gets the ball and just quickly gets through the blocks and finds a way somehow or another every single time.
Cabrera on to tack on the point after. It is up, and it is good. So with 9:50 and counting, your new score, Anahuac leads Hardin 65-12. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back from Hornet Stadium here in Hardin. As an 81-yard drive capped by a 27-yard Camden Wilson touchdown extends the lead 65-12.
I'll remind everybody that next week we have a full week in store on Anahuac Sports Live. Buna is coming for volleyball on Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll be in Liberty for the cross-country meet. And then, of course, Orangefield coming to town as we travel back to Anahuac for Friday.
And the over-end kick is going to come down to the 15, put on the turf. Trying to make a move, is going to get to the 19. As we have it, Camden Wilson, 12 rushes, 141 yards, and a couple of touchdowns.
And to answer Tay's question in the chat, I have no idea how much Anahuac has ever scored in one game before. Definitely an interesting stat if you could find it.
So 7:30 and counting. The Hornets take over at the 19, handoff. Ibarra is going to get to the 20, and that's going to be it. He'll get a pickup of 1.
Don't think so.
Out of the gun is Hendricks. Hendricks, handoff. Ibarra is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they're going to give him a yard. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. So out of the gun is Hendricks, as he'll be offset as the Hornets have to take a timeout. We'll take it with them as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drug Store has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drug Store offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
Back here from Hornet Stadium with 5:45 remaining in the ball game. Want to thank Chambers County Abstract for sponsoring the fourth quarter tonight. 409-267-6262, ccac.net. Hendricks rolling right, has his man. It's going to be complete, put on the turf, and they're going to rule it incomplete. Die ball caps off Woodville and defeats them.
What? Of course, my ticker's not updating.
Thank you, Bobby Rogenbuck, for the update.
What an amazing upset for die ball.
Hope you and Luke are enjoying the ball game tonight. Hornets punting it away. It's going to be blocked. Panthers not going to touch it. They're just going to let it roll.
That was interesting.
So that should really cap things tonight. 4:48 remaining, and the Panthers will try to run the clock out. Move on to next week with a big matchup against Orangefield. And we'll just try to get a scoring update on that one to see how Orangefield and Buna are finishing out tonight.
You are correct. We've gone final 21-14 die ball. 36-16 in the fourth quarter, East Chambers over Kirbyville.
Starting the fourth, or the last scoring update at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Orangefield was leading Buna. Majors taking the pitch around the left side. Gonna lose a couple, will bring up second down and 12. Everybody stick around for the Title Services Incorporated post-game show. We'll wrap up the stats as we have them and get you some final scores. Pitch is going to go back as Baylor Lanferman getting some PT.
And a flag comes out.
I imagine there's some jawing, and there was.
Again, those type of penalties. I know we've got a lot of different numbers out on the field, but
that'll be the third unsportsmanlike conduct penalty tonight on the Panthers. .305 and counting here in the third quarter. We'll march off the 15 yards. Say you're going home?
if he was, I wouldn't blame him. It is now 10
I wouldn't
o'clock.
either, but I need a ride home. So third down and long from the Panther 28. 2:30 and counting. It'll be Edmonds under center. Pitch right. As that goes back to Lanferman. He's going to get up to the 39. Going to keep the offense on the field.
I thought it was third down, right?
Fourth down. Fourth down from the Panther 39. 12 seconds on the play clock. Pitch right's going to go back to Lanferman, trying to find his way through. He's going to get to the 46. That will be a turnover on downs for the Panthers. First turnover of the ball game for the Panthers.
So Frosty in the chat says 72-73 against Warren. I'd like to know what year that was, Frosty, if you could look that up.
Game clock stops on the turnover with a $1:13 remaining to close this one out. It is Kabeska. Sets back. Airing it out downfield, has a man, and it is going to be incomplete.
Broken up by Jason Nelson, number 28.
Nelson had a fantastic kickoff return in the first half.
And the rolling clock has began to not be. Oh, there it goes.
Orangefield has defeated Buna 28-14. Pass is going to be bounced up, intercepted, and this one might go to the house, and it's going to come up just shy as on the interception.
Looking for the number 28, and that is Jason Nelson once again. So with 10 seconds, I fully expect the Panthers to take a knee here, even though it is probably around the 1 or 2 yard line.
Take a knee.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock out.
So that interception will be the last play of the ball game as we have gone final. The Anahuac Panthers start off 1-0 in District 10 3A play as they defeat the Hardin Hornets 65-12. As we'll be back with the Title Services Incorporated postgame show after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at trinitybayrvlodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, AMAX Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, insurance agent with State Farm. Third Coast Martial Arts. The Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot. Swanky Insurance Agency. Title Services Incorporated. Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging. Turan Lawn Care. Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart back here
I don't know why I had it wrong in the paper.
on the Texas Farm Bureau post-game show.
It is. Well, that's what you see on the screen. That's what it is.
Hillary Auto. Also want to thank Title Services Incorporated, both great sponsors of Anahuac Sports Live. But we have gone final. Anahuac has defeated Hardin 65-12. And Trent, we've recapped it a lot as the game has gone on. But what a great game by the defense tonight.
Well, it definitely was. I mean, they definitely showed up this afternoon and took care of business. And it wasn't just on the defensive side; it was on the offensive side too. And but when you look at the defense, they got in the backfield, a lot tonight. They put the Hardin quarterback under pressure, made him make mistakes. Held him to under 50 yards, I think, in the air, and probably held the Hardin offense for less than 100 yards total, if I'm not mistaken, give or take a few.
Just under 150.
So 150, but still, holding an offense to 150 yards is a big deal for this defense. I mean, most of the penalties, we'll talk about that in a minute, came from the offensive side. But, like I said, I posted a TikTok video showing the Panther defense last week against San Augustine. A great showing there, but tonight it was even better.
Creating 5 turnovers as well, 2 fumble recoveries, actually 6 turnovers. I did not mark the punt down. So 6 turnovers tonight, 5 by the defense, 1 by the special teams. And anytime you're going to be +5 on the turnover variance, you're probably going to be coming out with a W. So looking at the statistics as we have them, Ibarra, the leading rusher for the Hornets, 13 rushes, 83 yards. Leading passer was Kabezka as he went 4 of 8 for 56 yards. That receiver who caught all 4 passes was Walter, as he had the 4 receptions for 56 yards. As for the Panthers, Barrier got the second half off. He finishes 10 of 17, 185 yards, 2 touches. Edmonds went 1 of 3 in the second half for 10 yards. That lone reception to KJ Moore for 10. Coates, 5 receptions for 84 yards and 2 touches. Bailey, 1 for 10. Cunningham, 1 for 44. Camden Wilson, 1 for 4. De La O, 1 for 15, and Edmonds also had a reception. He did not throw it to himself. He did receive that from Brady Barrier, but he did have a reception for 28 yards on the ground. It was Landon Corbett, 3 receptions for 12 yards and a touchdown on that opening drive. 10 rushes, 61 yards for De La O with 2 touchdowns. Not to be outdone, 2 touchdowns for Camden Wilson on 141 yards rushing, 12 carriers. Barrier, 2 touchdowns on 2 quarterback sneaks. It was Hector Sierra had a couple of rushes for 7. KJ Moore had a rush for 6. And Baylor Lamferman got in there for 3 rushes for 12 yards. So just an overall fantastic performance, not only by the offense but the defense as well. And the special teams. We saw Fernando Cabrera. We've seen the progress he's made,
right,
which has been fantastic. So big matchup in District 10-3A as Orangefield tops Buna. It'll be a battle of the 1-0s in District 10-3A play next Friday night.
Well, you can't really get any bigger than that in 3A football, especially when you're playing in District the Anahuac Panthers are going to look for a little bit of revenge. Their only preseason loss coming last year to Orangefield. Orangefield was 4A last year, dropping down to 3A after the district realignment by the UIL. So a lot's on the line next week, and it's only week, 5? No, we'll be in week 6 next week. Sorry, I'm losing my track. I wanted to say week 2, but it is week 2 of district. But a lot on the line, as we talked about. Anahuac, Orangefield, and East Chambers all vying for a district title. And that's not to say that Hardin, Buna, Kirbyville, and EC. Well, I said EC. They're not out of it either. I mean, they're looking to make some noise in this district as well. But it's definitely going to be a knockdown drag out next week as Orangefield comes into Anahuac. And we've got like I said, we got a lot of football to play left in the year. And it's definitely going to be a fun ride as we get closer and closer to the Texas high school football playoffs.
Well, partner, final thoughts on tonight's ball game.
Well, like you said, a dominating performance by the Anahuac Panthers on defensively and offensively. All of our prayers go to Landon Corbett. Looked like he got a little shoulder banged up here in the first quarter. Hopefully he'll be back and stronger than ever in the next couple of weeks. Make sure that he gets his time off and gets healed well. Otherwise, I mean, you can't ask for more out of the Anahuac Panthers so far. The sophomores have really carried this team. You talk about the freshman quarterback in Brady Berry. You talk about these sophomores, Quandre Coates. You talk about Braden Edmonds and Camden Newton and Thomas Della. All really good players that have really stepped up this year as sophomores to really carry this team so far through the first 5 weeks of football.
Let's get back to Chambers County, Trent. That's going to do it for us tonight. Alex Outram speaking on behalf of my broadcast partner, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry, handling the video duties tonight. Reminding you of your final score, the Anahuac Panthers knock off the Hardin Hornets 65-12. We'll be back with more action throughout the week. We've got volleyball. We've got football. Next Friday night, Orangefield invades Anahuac. We need all the fans there to make some noise. Have a great week. So long, everybody.